They go to Dubai and then probably feature in Pindi also. But New Zealand have got the show set up beautifully with the bat. Now it's about dealing with the situation. Will the due form, will Pakistan play spin better than what they did in the triangular? How will they feature in defending 320? I've got Simon Dool here, Katie also here with us. So what do you think, guys? I mean, 320, it take 20 runs for duels also, so still New Zealand in the plus.
New Zealand take the field. It's going to be about the start and how Pakistan take on the spinners. New Zealand have got a little bit of inexperience in that bowling lineup. Matt Henry to set the tone. He's done that so often in white ball cricket in the last 3-4 years. He's been the peak and the kingpin in this New Zealand white ball attack. How he sets the tone early, and I think how Pakistan attack the spinners. You know what Santner has to offer. I think Michael Bracewell has a big part to play for mine, even if it does get a little damp. He's got such a big, strong off spinner. I think he will have a real role to play tonight, Ramiz, and that will be one of the things. Different opening combination. How do these two combine? I know they've batted together a little bit at different times, but how do they combine? And of course, with Fakhar Zaman having left the field very early on in proceedings, the first over, he won't be allowed to bat for another 25 minutes. So Pakistan will be hoping that that is at number 3 whenever that comes about.
It's got to be steady show up front. You've got a left-hander in South Shakil open.
Try and target the pads.
That one kept just a little bit low as well. There'll be some variations in the surface. Starts off with a wide. Single of the last ball of the over. Yes, he's a beautiful timer of the ball, and we know that once the ball finds the gap, then it becomes almost impossible to stop it. Another example of 800 push-ups.
You'll get this from Phillips all day.
Mid-off comes in his way, chance at the non-strikers end, fixed strikers end.
Worked a lot on being able just to wait and play the ball late, a lot underneath his eyes. He's been nicked out a few times in white ball cricket, especially caught at mid-wicket as well to the pace bowlers, and just spent a lot.
Should pick up a couple of runs. Getting edge and taken. It really is a very good grab. Young there.
Say it, New Zealand very rarely let themselves down in the field. This is all about a little bit of extra pace. He's flashed hard. Just a tick over 140. Yeah, safely above the ground there, Matt Henry.
That is glorious. That is typical Babar Azam cover drive. Absolutely superb drive. Oh, close, but not close enough. He went across the line. New Zealand, what are they thinking? Yeah, probably slightly going down the leg side. Captain, the DRS timer is on. It's the end of the over.
suggested that going down and probably high as well.
End of the sixth, 14 for 1. They're forcing Babar Azam to break his wrist and play across the line. That's such a good line from... Yeah, really good bowling this.
This time of night, as the lights have taken full effect, the brand new ball can just skip off the surface a little bit quicker.
Well, that's close. That is close, but maybe sliding down and then a run-out opportunity. It's all happening. Latham's not 100% sure, and he's the go-to guy for Mitchell Santner. I don't think we're going to persevere with this one. Gets that one through, and the crowd will tell you that that'll be 4.
Just been craving some with Babar. How's Babar Azam to throw his hands through the ball? You can see him right over there on off stump. Is that the release of pressure that Babar Azam is looking for? And if Glenn Phillips can't rein it in, no one can.
Hell of a shot with that. Matt Henry will not give too much.
No, he talked about it in the first innings.
Close-ish, close-ish. Richard Kettleborough has a look at it and says no. Matt Henry says no.
It really has pitched it up. And that's why he's been so good. And there's been no intent either from the Pakistani batters to get at him. It's been difficult, but there's been no use of feet.
We cut off again by Santner, who's got...
Mitchell Santner, wonderful fielder at mid-off. Covers the ground so well, and look at Babar Azam's reaction. He's frustrated. He can't seem to find the middle.
Get in the game, Glenn Phillips. And even O'Rourke just stands and smiles at that.
How often do we see it from Glenn Phillips? That's hammered from Rizwan. That's in the top corner. That's great camera work. Every single time. It's a...
Charges this time. It's a miscue, but it lands safely. And not if he can't run, though. That's the problem. He can't run. He walks through for 1. Pakistan have got issues. That's a great shot. Magnificent timing. Gosh, that's clever.
This outfield, if anything, is a yard or two either side. It's a good bouncer.
And then New Zealand, well, they're in the driving street right now. They'll be racing away after that.
All night, these guys. Crunched it just short, and the next lead's gone through. Took a gamble, deep point, took a gamble. Oh, Phillips again. Goodness me. Of the way. One bounce. Brilliant fielding. Nathan Smith. Who was...
Yeah, New Zealand so far, absolutely brilliant in the field. Again, this is almost routine for this New Zealand side.
Charges straight down the ground for 4.
Doesn't look too good running between wickets. As soon as he's down the striker's end, he's moving beautifully.
There's no need. He's gone. Zaman is gone. He's down on his haunches. He's in absolute agony here. He just can't continue. Surely for the trainer to come out and help him out here, but he is just unable to get anything going with the legs. Invent as he might, he just can't do it. It's just too painful.
Looking at the obvious problem in the body.
Beats the fielder. That's nicely struck. He is good with that shot. The slot
Base. He doesn't try and overpower the ball. Gets the base, hits through it. Great extension of hands.
Then the spinners have bowled at a beautiful pace. Another sweep shot, another 4. This is now happening for Qatar. Solidly put away. 2 boundaries in that over, 49 for 2. This has showed us the value of that. And yes, so momentum has certainly picked up.
Yeah, the first 10 overs when we were on.
Conviction until now.
Yeah, he's a strong striker away through mid-wicket against the spin. Invariably, it travels. And he'd be just a little bit disappointed that it only made it for 4. Oh, hitting him outside the stump. Yes, he's gone now. Zaman once again trying that slot sweep, and it had to end. Took a risk, and this time Bracewell hits the stumps. The ball not spinning. It's more the straighter line and a straighter ball. They hit the middle stump.
So good, Machi.
70 for the loss of 3.
Suits Smith a little better. They're just getting through. Santner holding himself back while Zaman was out there just saying prefer the off spinners to bowl to the lefty. As soon as he's gone into the attack. Beautiful.
Oh! Bowled. Beautifully bowled again from Santner. He is a magician at the moment.
He has a phenomenal ability to just slow it up. 76 kilometers per hour, where previously it was about 84, 85 kilometers per hour. Wonderful variation without any discernible change.
So good, GP.
Beaten in the air, he got out of it.
Make sure that you are prepared for different situations. The tri-series, they played really well. An outstanding team throughout that tri-series, albeit South Africa not sending an overly powerful side. A full separation-wise, can't fault it.
Nice and fine. This should be back-to-back boundaries.
I think we go back to the first power play as well. I think they were sitting waiting for bad deliveries, which didn't come all that often, and it was backed up by good.
Nicely worked. And it's got away. Things are changing for New Zealand. It's got away from Will Young. And maybe that could be a boundary as well. A boundary as his right hand came back on the ball. I'll look at this very closely, you would imagine.
He's all right. I'll tell you, just to the point that we're making here about a shift in the balance of.
Tom Latham is hopeful here. I'm not sure Richard Kettleborough is even that interested with it. Another pace off delivery, just never arrived. Bat and foot safely back, so no issues there. And they've cut off that.
The change of bowling has worked. Salman, who had played reasonably well and aggressively.
Down at Nathan Smith, trying to put some pressure on the new bowler. but he's just laid on it. No control. You don't get many easier catches than that, Michael Bracewell. Flashy innings comes to an end.
Straight to mid-wicket. And good bowling brings reward.
Oh, disappointment in the crowd. Just skidded on, trying to get up and over the top of that fielder. Kane Williamson in there. He has so much control through the middle phases. Mitch Satner, New Zealand picking up back-to-back wickets quickly here. But just drifted into the pads. Nathan Smith, that angle of the crease, the wobble seam, throwing his hands through the ball. Just use that extra bit of pace, short boundary as well.
Beautiful. This time played with much more power and precision.
Phillips, this is how well he's timed this delivery. Stays right up on top of the bounce.
Leather with that undercutter.
That's 4. So a 6 for Babar Nut.
It's taken a long time to get to this point from Babar Azam. The game is well and truly in New Zealand's favour. Full. It's done very well to be able to actually get that to mid-wicket on that shot because it is so full. Interesting discussions.
Should be taken. Kane Williamson pockets it and Satner strikes again. The end of Babar Azam.
Boundary 2 balls before. Tries to repeat it. Kane Williamson, he's never going to drop that, even with a bobble. Mitchell Santner is on fire. Shaheen Afridi, the new man to the crease, to the attack. And with this wicket wearing, it is not going to get any easier. That's a huge turn. The ability of the wicket from Pakistan. Mohammad Rizwan won the toss, elected to bowl first, and he said at the toss, Ian Bishop, as the crowd stream out as Babar depart in the second half, but we haven't seen that at all so far. Ball stopped and it's spun.
It's quite interesting out in the middle, just in between innings, and
hit the gap nicely. Kushdil Shah.
that is his strength. Very much a leg side dominant player. Just that slower delivery. What actually changes?
Yeah, it's been a special day, and the President of Pakistan, Asif Ali Zardari, here to ushering proceedings with the defending champions Pakistan. And it's certainly a glamorous start of a day. Nice shot to bring up a boundary. Much more of that needed.
In the batting order, give them a little bit of leeway for that.
How was that?
We can give them as much leeway as we want.
In Group A on the 2nd of March. Can't get it past again.
Find their way. Good shot. Is it a good clean strike? Yes, it is. Kushdil Shah's a really proactive innings here. That's punished.
Be it off spin or left arm spin, he'll drag it. Great extension off the arms, good sound off the bat. Important innings for him as well.
Coming off a very good series against England recently. Little edge through to Latham, and Henry's got.
Yeah, the short ball skidded off the surface. And just going away from Shaheen Afridi. Big nick, comfortable from Latham, but Henry's brilliant work in this game continues. Just rewards.
Shaheen Afridi going for the big one over the leg side. Right from ball one, New Zealand have been all over Pentum into this innings.
Well, the big difference for New Zealand has been preparation, no experience in the conditions, and got mopped up big time. Learnt the lesson, decided that's not going to happen. Well, earlier in the day we had the trophy walkout. Sarfraz Ahmed was in the company of the President of Pakistan, Mr. Asif Ali Zardari, and his daughter, ever-present Emirates ladies there as well. Wave to the crowd. Well, it's going to look good on the plane home, isn't it, that? Could be out. No, it's just teased Devon Conway all night. I mean, it just has.
Standing today, this has been spasmodic performance from Pakistani batsmen, to say the least. They've worked in different gears and shifts. Salman Ali Agha and Khushdil have been on a different pitch because of positive intent, because how they've played this, or their hand.
Flat batted for 4 more. It's impressive, but it's too late.
Got a 50 of 38 balls.
Try anything new.
He's played well. He hasn't overhit anything. He's just worked it into gap.
Maybe he could have opened the innings for Pakistan. Who knows?
Maybe he could have.
Yeah, and left-hander replacing another left-hander.
They would fill these overs towards the back end.
This could be out. Bracewell's got good hands. Good safe hands, and that brings to the close.
The tail-ender slot went against the line, against the spin, somehow middled it.
You've seen it.
Oh boy, that's some sort of shot, that. My goodness me. He swung from the hip. Harris Rolfe, you will say that. He just couldn't quite get to the pitch of that to get the elevation that he needed, or the timing, and he teased Daryl Mitchell down. That's it. It's all over. Henry does the job, and New Zealand win this match convincingly by 60 runs. It's been a polished